Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Good Things for Good People, the little tiny YouTube channel with great big dreams of changing the world for good. One view at a time. As you can tell, I am just leaving my lunch here at City BBQ. And I, once again, grabbed that low-hanging fruit and did my good deed while I was here. If you have paid attention to this channel in the most recent past, I have discovered a fantastic way of being able to do good deeds. And that is with a prepaid credit card. What I can do is I can leave it at the register. Whenever I see somebody who I want to buy a lunch for, I can just give my guy up at the register a sign, and he'll get my lunch or get their lunch for free. Well, not really for free, it's on me, but it works out really, really well. It's a simple thing that I can do. It cost me, today was $22. But I bought a very nice older couple some chicken, some ribs, and a tea, and a salad, of all things. I'm not a salad kind of guy, but apparently they are, and I'm not going to judge them for that. But it's a simple little thing you can do. This channel is all about getting those positive vibes out there and doing whatever you can to improve the lives of other people. And even if it's something as simple as being able to buy somebody lunch, it counts. You know what I mean? It counts. Everything we can do to move things in the right direction, it counts. So if you've never been here before, if this is your very first Good Things video, welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Glad YouTube thinks that you're interested in doing good things for good people. The whole idea with this channel is we're trying to build a community. We are trying to bring like-minded people together who believe in changing the world for good, and that we can use the power of YouTube to be able to do some of that. We can facilitate positive change of this world through just the simple act of watching YouTube videos. By you clicking on this video and you spending time here, the channel will generate money just based off of how YouTube works, and we can use that revenue to be able to do good things for good people, like buying older folks lunch, or anything else we choose to do. The neat thing is, this is basically like a team charity kind of thing, where you and I get to make the decisions on what we're going to do with the money. At the moment, we are not yet monetized. We are getting close. By the way, it's finally decided to get kind of cold here. It's January 3rd, and you can see the grass is still quite green here. We haven't really actually had a winter yet, but I think, according to the weather predictor guy, apparently we're going to actually have some winter here in the next couple of days. Whew. It is getting a little chilly. I think it's like 30, maybe 32 degrees out. Anyway, that's the idea with the channel. You come by, you watch a video for a little while, spend a little bit of time with me, and it makes revenue for the channel. We can then use that money to be able to do good things. That's it. That's all there is to it. So for those of you who've been here before, glad to have you. Welcome back. Thank you for supporting me. We are officially, I believe, 70 days into this project now. And officially, I want to say that I want to really focus on the first 90 days. We got another 20 days left, and I'm really hoping that we can get this thing monetized before that 90 days is up. So that said, I have 20 days left to be able to make this thing happen. We are a bit less than we're a bit less than halfway there, but I think we can do it. I think that this last 20 days we can really do it. So I'm gonna have to get out of my comfort zone a little bit and push myself a little bit more than I have been the last few weeks to try to really push this thing in across the finish line. I really want to get this channel monetized in the first 90 days, and then we can go into the springtime making money and being able to do stuff. So I am open to suggestions. I am open to conversations. I want to try to be able to bring in other people into this project, and other I want to start focusing on some of the charities and the philanthropic type stuff that this channel is supposed to be all about. It's not really going to be one of those things where it's just, congratulations, Austin, you did another good thing today. That's not what I want this channel to be about. I want this channel to be about highlighting things that other people are doing, and that other organizations that are out there are doing, ways that are positively impacting other people around, besides me just doing my own little bits that I possibly can. So I am going to double down on that. I'm going to reach out to people that I have kind of connected with before and that I haven't been able to officially get on camera yet, and I'm going to see if I can ratchet that up and make that happen. I am. I've been keeping you guys updated on my family situation and my dad's health situation. He does have 3 cracked ribs. Unfortunately, he fell, and he cracked 3 of his ribs, which has been a challenge. And previous to that, he had fallen at home and split open part of his foot. So he's kind of been immobile and not doing real great the last couple of months, I guess. The last time you guys saw me down in East Tennessee was because of the foot injury. And now he's got a rib injury. He's getting released from the hospital today. And then he's going to go for physical therapy at a local like outpatient facility kind of thing. Rehab house, I guess. To hopefully get him strong again. Hopefully get him up and mobile and moving about, because you know, when you're in your inner 80s and you haven't been able to do much for a couple of weeks at a time, or a month and a half or 2 months at a time at this point, you lose a lot of strength. You know, you lose a lot of ability to be able to take care of yourself and move around and that kind of thing. And that's kind of where he is at the moment. So we're going to hope that he gets out of there today and he gets to his new location, and he's going to be able to start kind of working on getting strong again, and then we can get him you know, up and moving about here in the next couple of weeks. So that's what's going on in my life. I appreciate everybody who has sent my dad well wishes. Dad, if you're seeing this, it's good talking to you. I'm glad you sound good today. I'm very glad to hear that, and I'm glad to hear that you've been paroled early and they're letting you out of the hospital today. So I will be down there as quickly as we can figure out when I need to be there, and I'll do what I can for you. I know I'm not always the best son, but I'm doing my damnedest. I'm trying. Anyway, folks, as far as successes with the channel goes, it's been an interesting roller coaster of a couple of days. The New Year's Eve video I did would not upload from where I was. I was trying to get it up at like 7 o'clock, and I couldn't get it up until like 11 because my internet access in the hotel that we were in was horrible. It would not upload, so I had to run back up to the room and upload the video from my laptop. But as you can see, we had ourselves a very, very good time. I had my lovely lady Katrina with me for the New Year's Eve thing that we do every year, which is a really, really fun event. We get to be host and hostess of a large party up there, and it's a great time. It's a super great time. We are surrounded by lots of great people who are having a good time and who are looking to have fun and ring in the new year well. And we got a lot of live bands that are playing on the stage, and it's an absolutely fantastic experience. We've been fortunate enough to do that the last 2 years, so it was a great way to spend New Year's. But that video didn't do super well. It was a short video, and it was just me kind of talking before we went downstairs. Although I did have an extremely fly-looking coat on, which apparently didn't help my analytics. Although I did have Katrina in the photo, which probably did. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the analytics of that, see if my click-through rate is better if I put a pretty woman on the thumbnail. I'd be willing to bet you it probably is. But then the day after New Year's, video didn't go up until too late. So we've seen some interesting fluctuation as far as that goes. And oddly, we ended up with a negative subscriber growth 2 days ago. So we actually ended up with, I think, like -4 for the day, which is not exactly how you want to grow a YouTube channel. But we're still really dealing with the whole using shorts to grow the channel. It's a great way to grow the channel because I could do little tiny blurbs here and there, and I'm actually going to post some more of those today. I've got some clips from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra show that I'm going to put up, and those will probably do pretty well and maybe get some people interested in the project. The problem is, when we're bringing in people that are not necessarily really on board for the whole what the purpose of this channel is, and they just maybe see a video or a short and they subscribe, and then they see that, okay, well, this isn't anything I'm actually interested in, and then they jump back out of the page. I don't know. I don't have any. I don't get to see any analytics as to where those people came from and why they left. That's just kind of what I'm generally assuming is maybe they subscribed for something that wasn't what they think they were subscribing for. So I don't know. It's also possible that it could be some people that connected with the page after that big growth day from the when I was in Indianapolis with PRI. It's possible that that's where they came from. Again, I don't know, but we just got to keep moving in the right direction. As of right now, we are at 630 subscribers. We got to get to 1,000, which is definitely very doable. I've just got to keep focused, and I got to to turn up the wick a little bit, work a little harder. Now, on that side of things, my work life is going to be a little bit less stressful because we are past Christmas, we're past New Year's, we're past Katrina's birthday, which, by the way, Katrina's birthday was just 2 days ago, so make sure you wish Katrina a happy birthday. We're past all of that stuff, and we're past Rich and Dave both taking vacations, so I'm able to be more mobile now. So I'm going to be able to get out there and do a little bit more than I've been kind of stuck in the shop lately, and I haven't been able to do that. So now that I'm mobile once again, we're going to hit the ground running. I am going to reach out to the Mid-Ohio Food Bank and see if I can set up a shift to get down there and do some charity work for them. Also, while I was at the Trans-Siberian Orchestra show, the Reicherts apparently were involved at some point in time or somehow in that. And there is a new Ronald McDonald House that has now opened in Columbus that apparently is huge. It's the largest one in the country. 200 and some odd families are able to stay there, which gives you the ability for, if your child is in the hospital, you can bring the families can stay at Ronald McDonald House and give them an easier access to their kids. Because there's nothing worse if being a parent and being a child than having your child in the hospital and not being able to be around them. Ronald McDonald House is a great feature to be able to do that, where you can stay near your child in case you need to be able to get there and visit them and see what, and do what you need to do. So I know that they have the opportunity for people to do some volunteer work, and I am actually going to reach out to them tomorrow and see if I can come down and tour the new space and maybe talk to those folks about what's going on there and what it is that they do. There's a gentleman that is involved in veterans motorsports that I am communicating with right now. He and I are going to hopefully have a conversation this afternoon, and then I'm going to try to get him on video so that he and I can talk, because I think he's in Texas, I believe. But that's a really cool opportunity where he is running a organization that helps veterans get into motorsports as a way of getting back into the whole team thing and structure and competition and camaraderie kind of stuff. A lot of guys, when they get out of the service, they miss all of the connections that they have with their fellow service members. When you're on a squad and you're in a organization in the military, you have brothers in arms that you see all day long, day in and day out, that you trust day in and day out, that you work together for a common goal to be able to get yourself through whatever the mission is, whatever the task is. You're working together. And a lot of people, when they leave the service and they don't have that around them anymore, it's very, very hard. Excuse me. It's very, very hard for them. And this is a program that he has set up to be able to put veterans in race cars to do things like a 24-hour Lemons race and that kind of stuff. I was actually put in touch with this gentleman by Matt Rice of DNR Auto, and I appreciate that, Matt. I really do appreciate that. The neat thing here is, for me, also, is I'm seeing a very interesting group of people kind of coalescing around this that are from my automotive side of things. And it's really kind of nice to be able to see that other people that are interested in this kind of thing are tossing out ideas and that are supporting this kind of thing. It was, I'll be honest, a little bit disheartening for me to launch this new channel, and we just hit 37,000 subscribers, by the way, on the Lucor channel, and only see a few hundred of those people come over onto this channel. I was a little surprised with that. I was honestly expecting to kind of start a new channel and be like, hey, everybody, go over here and support me on this new project, and see 1,000 or 5,000 people come over, and we just, hit the ground running and we're rocking and rolling right off the rip. But it didn't work out that way. It turns out that we're gonna have to do this the long, hard way, the slog way, and we're not gonna be able to kind of cheat our way to the top, to the first rung of success, which is a little frustrating, a little disheartening. But it's also given me an opportunity to really go through the whole growing a new YouTube channel process without the ability to put my thumb on the scale kind of thing. But it's been nice to see some of the people in the comments that are from my automotive life that are responding and that are interested in, that are tossing out ideas and that kind of stuff. So I do really appreciate all you guys that came over from the Lucor page, or that are from my automotive life, that just kind of came over because you believe in me and this mission and what I'm trying to do here. So I'm very, very glad to have you guys on board. As far as what else I'm going to be able to get done today, I am not entirely sure, but I am going to try to get this video up a little early, and I'm going to try to start getting things up earlier in the day, because I have noticed that if I get stuff up later, it does make it less opportunity for videos to grow organically. And that's still going to be our biggest challenge on this page. YouTube does not know who to recommend this stuff to, so we've got to kind of put it out there when it's prime time for people to watch. And if I'm getting a video up at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, I'm only hitting a very small window of prime time, so that it gets 20 or 30 views before midnight, and then through the late night hours it just kind of plateaus off, and then it'll start to pick up a little bit in the morning, but not nearly as much as if it were continuing to trend throughout 4 or 5 hours of evening time. So I'm gonna get this video edited here shortly and put up before the workday is over, I believe, and we're gonna see if that helps things out as well. I'm still working on this whole thing as far as what we want to do on when we put videos up. It's tricky trying to balance things out, but this is a Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday, because I just had ribs, so it's a Tuesday. Which means I don't have anything coming out on the main channel, so I don't have to compete with myself on that kind of thing. What else do I need to talk about? Oh, live videos. Do we want to do another live on Thursday? I've been kind of kicking around, does that make sense to do Good Things lives on Thursdays? And I also think I'm going to pick up another camera, because looking back at the feed, I'm still not real happy with the quality of the video. That's a 1080p camera, and it still looks like poo. I watched it on my my brand new, by the way. Thank you for Logan for Christmas for the 4K TV that he bought Katrina and I for Christmas. That was awesome. But I shot that in 1080p, and it looks horrible on my camera or on my TV. So maybe I need to upgrade my game again and go to even better camera for live streaming type stuff. But do you guys want to do a live on Thursday again? Do we want to start doing that as a kind of a weekly or bi-weekly thing? Let me know what you think. That's really all I got to talk about today. I'm not going to go over analytics, because there's not really a lot of important stuff with the fact that I haven't put out a long form video over the last couple of days. We'll deal with it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And that's about it, man. That's all I got to talk about. I got to get back to work. I got some stuff I got to get done. You guys have a great afternoon / evening, depending on when you watch this. Thank you very much for believing in me, believing in this project. There's lots more to come. The next 20 days are gonna be clutch. We've got to really focus on it. I got to really figure out a couple of things that I can really do to kind of ratchet things up a little bit further and get this thing growing faster. And I promise you, I'm not giving up. Even when the 90 days is up, we're going to make it. We're going to get there. We're going to monetize this sucker. But even after the 90 days up, I'm not going to give up. This is a long-term project for me. This is not something that's just a flash in the pan kind of thing. This is going to be something we're going to all work on for a long, long time, and we're going to get to that point where we're really able to make some big difference in the worlds of many different people. So thank you for believing me. Thank you for believing in the project. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.